Hi, my name is Ron Roberts Jr., aka the Mass Career Advisor, and I want to welcome you to 5 Minute Career Inspire. Typically, this series is designed for high school and college students, but today's topic is applicable for everyone. I'm talking to adults as well as students today. Our topic: don't put a sleeper hold on your calling. Don't put a sleeper hold on your calling. This series is inspired by three different things. Number one, my love of masked professional wrestlers. As I was growing up, I was a big fan of Mil Mascaras. Secondly, my love for superheroes as I was growing up. And then finally, my passion for supporting students along their career journeys. Let's talk about the professional wrestling sleeper hold. This is a submission move that's been used in professional wrestling throughout the years. A sleeper hold involves applying pressure to the sides of the neck with an arm. It can almost immediately block blood flow in the carotid arteries and render someone unconscious, but can cause serious injury or death if the blood flow is restricted too long. Being that professional wrestling is sports entertainment, more than likely no one's going to actually die in the ring from a sleeper hold. It's staged, but it's a move that's been used throughout the years of professional wrestling, and a really good analogy for the topic I want to focus on. Don't put your calling in a sleeper hold. Question: is your life's calling calling you? Is your life's calling calling you? Do you have some sort of purpose, some passion, some call that's been really burning inside you, that's been stirred up inside you, but you've been afraid to address it? We all have a purpose in this life, I believe. I believe you also have some sort of calling that we're meant to fulfill. And the sooner that you can discover and activate that calling or purpose, the more good you can do for the people around you as well as yourself. Whether you wanted to be an astronaut or a model or an actor or an artist or even a professional wrestler, maybe that's a path that you need to pursue. Now, mind you, there are some dream careers that should probably stay a dream. But other times, there are some dream careers that really should be actual careers. And it's just a matter of figuring out, how can I make my dream career a reality? Is your life's calling calling you? Let's talk about a couple of ways to make it happen. The ideal scenario would be, of course, for your calling to be your occupation. If I actually wanted to be a professional wrestler, then for that to be what I do on a daily basis. But sometimes it's not possible. So the next best scenario is for my calling to be my hobby. So if I can't make my calling something that I do every day for a full-time job, then my calling should at least be a hobby. I should be able to carve out some time in my life to fulfill my calling, fulfill my purpose, my passion. I don't want to be spending 5, 6, 7 days a week, 8 to 10 to 12 hours in a job I really don't like, a job that's really not a fit, and that's it. So if you're in the kind of job, maybe you need to get out of it. But if you can't get out of it, then at least carve some time outside of your job to be doing the things that are going to energize you, the things that are going to fulfill you, that are going to really fuel your passion. Make it a hobby. Let's talk about vocation and avocation. Vocation: a summons, a strong inclination to a particular state or course of action, especially a divine call to the religious life, the work in which a person is employed. Occupation: your vocation is your occupation. Next, avocation: a subordinate occupation pursued in addition to one's vocation, especially for enjoyment. Hobby: if you can't make your calling your vocation or your occupation, then consider making your call your avocation or a hobby. Just find some time in your life to be able to pursue that thing that is really burning inside of you. Here's a way to do it: transitioning to your calling. Ideally, if you're in a job that you really don't like, that's not a fit for you, then you would move out of it into your dream job. But sometimes it's not possible for a variety of reasons. But if you do want to do that, or if you simply want your calling to be a hobby, an avocation, I encourage you to consider doing informational interviews, having career discovery conversations. Talk to people who are doing what you want to do. Talk to people who work where you want to work. They get it. They're the insiders. They're doing what you want to do on a day-to-day basis. Start talking to them to figure out how you possibly get in. Now, you may talk to someone who says, hey, it's really not realistic for you to get into this profession where you're at in your life. Don't stop there. Talk to some more people who are doing what you want to do, because you might talk to someone to find out that there actually indeed is a path for you no matter where you are in life. Or maybe after several conversations, you realize that honestly, I really can't do this full time. But maybe there's a way I can figure out by having these conversations to do this, my dream job part-time, to feel my purpose on a part-time basis. But the key thing is talking to people who are doing what you want to do, talking to people who are working where you want to work to figure out how to get in. Final thought. If your calling is calling you, answer the call now. Life is too short to be working in a job that you really don't like, that's not a fit for you, and that's basically your life. So, number one, if you're in that kind of job, see if you can get out of it into a job that's more fit for you, your dream career. If that's not possible, then figure out what you can do to carve out some time outside of your job to pursue your purpose, your calling on a part-time basis, a hobby, an avocation. The key thing is if the call is on you, answer your call now, answer your call today. Well, I hope that you got something out of this session, adults as well as students. As I mentioned, life is way too short to be spending it in a job that you really don't like, a job that's not a good fit for you. We all have a purpose, and I believe you all have a burning passion to do something bigger, something greater. And my encouragement is to figure out how to do it, whether it's a full-time gig or just something on the side. But figure out how to do it. Thank you.